If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois, Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Gators will put toe to leather and we'll get started. The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Motion from the wide receiver. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Florida! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Northwestern right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Using the quick game. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. Wants to go up top on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Still some work to do after that last completion. It's 2nd down. Just keep slinging it. A Makes the grab. It's Jones. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on third. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is four down territory. The offense still on the field. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you...
Turning it on! And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Northwestern wants to go quickly. Wants to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Gets it out fast. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he...
Oh, they block it!
Hey, man, it's hard to execute field goals in this rain anyway. You're worried about the snap, and you're worried about the hold, but that time, they just overwhelmed the line up front. They were able to block that kick. That is a huge play.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Boy, this just hasn't been their year. All of the aspirations starting the season in the top 5, but there's always someone that seems to bottom out against those big expectations.
No question, Reese, and what's so disappointing, especially looking at this team's offense, is they're just not making the plays. They've got the guys on paper that look like they could be All-Americans. They have guys that can change the course of games. And that's why coming into this season, they were given that top 5 ranking. But on the field, in games, they simply, for whatever reason, have not been able to get it done. And the lack of execution, to me, is a huge reason why they've fallen out of the top 25.
Yeah, they haven't handled the pressure. I mean, that's just the easiest way to say it. Because you just mentioned playmakers. They got them. They got guys that know how to play this game. That's why they were ranked in the top 5. They've got to get some...
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack. And their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got him in the flat. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here we go. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Northwestern right back to the line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards.
He's going to throw deep right side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The short hand, it's Jones. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looking to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw again. Quick completion on the out route. A defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Northwestern. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that. Extra point here will tie the game. And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
And that's the beauty of run and play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam, make a big play.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. off play action. Unloads it left. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he... gives his team the ball at the 37.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to make magic with his feet. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No.
Looking deep down the right side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gator.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Out of the end zone. And the returner goes down. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Sack! All the way back at the 5.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play.
Brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. Just ran over it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to... They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man. At the 35, he's got room. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Northwestern wants to go quickly. Looking downfield on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Touchdown, Northwestern. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive.
Oh, they blocked it. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. That's caught. It's Madison. Lowers those pads. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've got the screen set up. Finding an escape route. He stopped at the 32. Picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. He'll start this drive going to the air. Thanks to grab. All by himself down the middle. Past the 30. 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole as they start. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it. The second down coming.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels, not able to connect with the quarterback on.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to fit the field position with the return. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays.
Touchdown, Wildcats! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Looking to throw on first down. Rush is on him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. It's complete to the left. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jess.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
He's got it on the run. They stop him just a length or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Northwestern! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll run the counter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, and making the tackle.
We got a close game here in the third quarter. You're seeing momentum shift right now for the defense. The last drive out, they gave up a touchdown. This drive, though, they've now forced a 3-and-out. They've done an outstanding job, and you can see them now playing with more confidence.
They punted away on 4th down. And the returner will be knocked down. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll start this drive going to the air. Safe completion on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
To the air on 2nd down. Showing the arm straight down the left side.
That's a really good play by the defense, playing deep to shallow. My job is to stay as deep as the deepest. Make sure I don't get beat deep. If they throw it underneath, I go make a tackle and rally, but I can't give up those deep shots. Great job by the DB.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Flex it out of the air. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Northwestern right back to the line.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Touchdown, Northwestern. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Hey, that's not how you draw it up, but how about the offense and the awareness? You see the ball out, forget jumping on it. I'm going to pick that puppy up. I'm going to take it to the house. The OC, great call on that one, buddy, because it worked to perfection.
As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that lap...
Time to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe run. You saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Picked off to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got his man to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the fourth quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it down the left. Sprinting away. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go up top on second and short. Flushed out of the pocket. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Fires to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Florida.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Here he comes from his own end zone. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. That last drive was a punch in the gut.